The Nevada Wolfpack, representing the Mountain West Conference, is with us tonight. First, they are the number 7 seed in the South. They are going to Atlanta. They will play Loyola Chicago. We have head coach Eric Musselman, Caleb Martin, Cody Martin, and Josh Hall with us. Same procedures as Friday. Coach will make an opening statement. We'll have a 12-minute session. We'll have questions for all 4 gentlemen of the Wolfpack up here. Get in the rotation by seeing me or one of the mic holders. Eric, it's yours.
Can't say enough about our energy and effort. You know, it looked, we were struggling so much, and they were just dominating the backboards. We knew they had they were a great rebounding team, and the thing that's amazing when you look back on this game is just the fact that, we just played 40 minutes and had 2 turnovers against arguably one of the most aggressive, best defensive teams in the country. But eventually, kind of like the Texas game, eventually our pace of play, won out. And we got that thing above 40 points in the second half, and I thought that was really important. The first half, we didn't run anything. And then obviously we changed our whole defensive concept at halftime and went to a trapping defense that, quite frankly, we haven't been very good at this year in that trapping defense. We were great in it in years 1 and 2, but this year we've struggled in it for whatever reason. And we had Josh as our trapper and kind of left their point guard, and we were just going to live with it. And that locker room right now, I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's the happiest I've ever seen. It's the happiest I've ever been in my life. I couldn't be more proud of a team, and every single player in there. This feeling's never going away the rest of any of our lives.
First question is right here. Karen, second one's there.
Coach, you said after the Texas game, I don't know how we just won that game. How did you guys just win this game down 22, the second largest comeback in NCAA tournament history?
We just didn't quit, again, we made a decision to start trapping and to leave somebody. And we felt like, it was just a barrage at the beginning, like they just hit us so hard with 3 balls. And, that's kind of uncharacteristic of us. We said at halftime, and, like San Diego State, we got down and we didn't have enough fight in us, and we lost, a game that will sting us for a long time. And again, to play Cincinnati and have 2 turnovers is incredible.
This question's for the student athletes. Mitch Davis from the Grueling Truth. Student athletes, tell us how that feeling was in the locker room. We saw Coach lose his shirt off the video. Take us to the locker room.
Caleb first, Cody, then Josh, please.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's crazy. Coach works out every morning, so his shirt comes off a lot. And so I know he's definitely going to use this one as an excuse to take it off, show a little bit of his muscle. But, man, this is crazy. I forgot the question. I ain't going to lie to you.
What's the locker room like?
It's crazy. I think they started without me because I was on the radio on the floor. So I came in the locker room, and the whole locker room was wet. And then I came in. I'm the only one dry, but it's crazy. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's jumping. Everybody loving each other, man. We just have a great energy about our team and our coaches and our staff. We just put so much work all the time. People don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff. So whenever you accomplish stuff like this, you can't take it for granted. The locker room was ecstatic. It was crazy because you can see in people's facial expressions and how they were acting just how much work that we put in over the summertime and how much we put into this, all this preparation our staff does for us, and how much we had to focus throughout the whole season and how many times people counted us out, and for us to overcome a lot of people doubting us, and then to see us overcome obstacles that we thought that were impossible. But our team is just resilient, and they work hard and they stay focused, and we have a lot of chemistry, and we're like brothers. And that's something that nobody can really take from us, regardless. And it shows in how hard we play. No matter how much we were down, it didn't matter. We held each other's head and instilled confidence within each other throughout the whole game, no matter how much we were down. So I'm proud of these guys, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Josh?
Yeah, we're just speechless right now. We're just really excited to move forward. A lot of people had us losing the Texas game, so for us to just keep winning and keep fighting and battling, we can't keep getting down like this, every game. But we're just, everybody's just so excited, and everyone's resilient, like Cody and Caleb said, and everybody's just excited. We're trying to continue to prove people wrong every game, and keep working hard and keep taking it game by game.
First one for Coach. Do you harken back to the Albuquerque game? Does that, when you wipe out a lead like that, like you did, I mean, the kids have to believe that, hey, we can do that,
Yeah, we didn't bring up the New Mexico game, but that was close to history, obviously, coming back from that big of a margin. And, we just tried to set little mini goals each time out and try to chip away and cut the thing to single digits. I felt like we played a little tight early, and then I thought that, the roles were reversed as the game, got underneath that 6-minute mark. And we just hit a lot of big shots, and I don't even know what else to say either.
Cody, can you take us through the last play? Your shot and then Josh's putback. Was that the play that was called?
I wouldn't say it was drawn up that way, but the play was a double ball screen that's coming off the right, and coach was going to give me the freedom to make a play, and I ended up doing a step back going towards the middle. I shot it. It felt good, but it ended up being short. But Josh, he came up with the ball. He came up with a huge play, and I thought he was going to spray it. I thought I was getting a second chance at it, but he turned around and saw how wide open it was. He shot it, and it went in. So he just made a huge play, and that's what Josh does for us.
I was going to ask Josh, I mean, obviously you could have held for the last possession there with about 10 seconds to go, but I guess what did you see just to, get up there and throw it up there, and as it hit the rim, I guess what was your emotion as you saw it fall through?
Well, when I got the rebound, I saw one of the defenders reached at the ball and he couldn't get it, and I just saw an opening, and I saw them going closer out to the shooters because it looked like I was going to spray it out like Cody said. So I just saw an opening, and I just tried to put as much touch on it as possible because how close I was.
For all the players, you guys had quite the celebration when the game ended. Can you describe the moment when you knew that you had the game? I think the first lead you guys had was the last shot.
Josh and Cody for this one, please.
We're just really excited for. We knew that we had to take our time and get a good play, and we knew that we needed to, crash the glass as well, but not get burned going back on defense. So, we all in tight games we seem to come together, and we seem to always know what to do and find a way to win, and we just found another way to win, and we're just ecstatic for it to turn out like that, and just resilience. We've been resilient all year, and I think that just comes with late game preparation and being able to succeed late game.
Getting the last play, then Caleb hit a big three for us, tied it up, and then we were able to get the rebound. I think it was a 10-second deficit, and we just wanted to try to get the best option as possible and get the best look possible. And, I wouldn't say I got the best look, but I got it up on the rim, and we're just fortunate enough to have Josh follow through for us. And that just shows that he could have just been ball watching and let somebody else get it, but he was playing hard the entire game, and he made huge plays. He was rebounding better than all of us, and that's just what he brings to our team. And he's a key piece to our team, and we couldn't do it without him.
We're at 4 minutes to go in this session. We have 2 questions up. 1, 2, go.
To Caleb and Cody, I mean, you guys have said almost after every one of these games, we don't want to put ourselves in this position again, but you keep doing it. Do you guys feel more comfortable playing from behind, or what has it been over the last really 2 weeks that has allowed you guys to make these comebacks that seem impossible for other teams?
Caleb?
I mean, I was just telling Coach before we came up here, I was like, dang, can we not start in front for once? But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just playing against the pressure. Obviously, we don't mean to get down like that, but we just got to focus from the jump and make sure that we can't, from this point on, it's not going to cut it trying to come back from 20, 21, 22 points. I mean, but it's just, the guys that we're playing for, our seniors, and all the work everybody's put in and playing with, 7, playing with a limited bench. I mean, it's just the fear of, going home. We're not ready to go home. So I mean, we don't think it's impossible. That's why we play so hard. Yeah, I can honestly say we don't like having to play down by that much. But I guess our team likes to play under pressure, like my brother said, and I don't know. It just shows how hard that we play, and at the same time, like if you're struggling at the beginning, we weren't making shots. They play like a matchup zone, kind of something that is kind of tricky at first, but once we started figuring it out, and our defense that's what really got us back into the game is defense and rebounding. But yeah, we're just gonna have to find a way to start off on a better foot and make sure we don't get down by that much. But at the same time, we're fortunate enough to come out with a win, and that's all we can ask for.
Final 2 questions here and there. Go.
Eric, Evans seemed to be a tough matchup for you guys in the first half. He seemed to be able to get to the rack pretty much any time. Was that how he normally plays that you saw in film, or was it just something that he was able to do today?
Yeah, Evans is a great player, and they were running pick and rolls, and then they knew that we were going to switch. And so they were taking the switch and trying to get mismatches, and it really burned us in the first half bad. And then we made an adjustment. We stopped switching the pick and roll, and we started going under or over depending on where the screen was set. And that really changed the game for us. And then at halftime, we slid Cody over to guard Evans, and by not switching, Cody stayed on him. And I thought that was a big key to the game because he was kind of having his way in that first half.
Final question.
Eric, I wanted to ask you about the technical foul that you got back here, over here. I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask you about the technical foul. You guys were down 18. You got the technical, and then things started to change. Was that strategic in any way?
I mean, I didn't know that we were going to win the game when I got it. But I wanted it. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. Congratulations. See you in the Sweet 16.
What up, son? Man.
Yeah.